To get started, you want to take the ends of your threads and match them together and then run it through your fingers to find the centre. Then you want to attach the threads to the board, trying to remember where the middle of the threads was. And then you can clip the other end of the threads at the bottom of the board. So taking your last thread, you want to pull a tail end off about a foot or so at the end, and then you want to copy what you did before and run it through your fingers to find the centre. And you want the shortest thread at the top. Once you've found the centre, you want to put it over the top of your threads, and then put the loop underneath the threads, and then pull the tail ends through the loop to secure it to the rest of your threads. Once you've done that, you can pull it tight against the rest of your embroidery threads. Once that's fastened, it forms your first knot of your loop. And then you just want to make sure that you're putting the shortest thread to the top out of the way. Then you're going to take your longest tail end and work over the top of your threads, and then under and through, and then under, and then pull it over and through. And then just again over and through, and then under and through. And keep doing this until you've got the loop to the size that you want it. Once you've done that and you're satisfied that it's nice and tight, you can remove the threads from the board. Then you want to gently bend it to form your loop. And once you've formed your loop, you want to clip it to the top of your board. So you have two sets of tail ends. So you want to put one up out of the way, and then take the thread that would be at the inside when both the tail ends are down, and then work over the rest of your threads by going over and through. And then you want to complete that one by going under and through. So leaving that one out, now that it's been knotted, you want to go to the next one. Mine are all the same colour here, but if they're a different colour you can do it in the order that you want them to go in. And again you're going to go over and through, and then under and through. And leave that to one side, and take your next thread and do the same again. And then that thread gets dropped, and each time when you've worked the thread you put it to one side and you don't work back over it again. Once you're down to your last 2 threads, you're going to take the threads in the same order and going over and through and then under and through. Once you've done that, you've completed your first side. So you can put that to one side, and then you want to do the same thing at the other side, again working from what will be the centre. And if you have done different colour threads, make sure to do them in the same order at this side as well. So again, you're just going to work over and through, and then under and through, and then put that thread to one side, and then do each of the next ones in order. So once you've done both sides, you just want to fasten off your loop. You can bring both sets of tail ends down, and then starting with both your centre threads, you can pinch it together with the clip as well if you want. Just help it keep it in place while you're knotting your first knot. And then you just want to knot these two together. And once you've secured your loop, you can work with the rest of your threads. You're going to take the next one, and you want to work towards the centre both times. And then do the same at the other side. Take your next thread along, work towards the centre, and then knot your two centre threads together. And then take your next thread and work this towards the centre both times, and then do the same at the other side. And you want to keep doing this until you've got to the outside threads. So I'm skipping the last two threads because of the pattern of the bracelet that I'm making, but normally you would work those as well. But once you've finished, you should end up with something that looks like this. So you see how the loop goes slightly in rather than going out like one of the other ones that I did.